speak at lunch. But I guess I could just say briefly that, you know, I've been a part of the military community my entire life. I come from a family, an Army family that goes back all the way to the Civil War. And my father was active duty Army for 36 years, all the way from World War II through Vietnam into 1980. And then I married my husband when he was a month out of West Point, and I was a month out of college, and we started our adventure that lasted 37 years and 24 moves. And so it's the world I know. And it's really just in the last 10 years that I happened to kind of branch out into the issue of consumer finance and the financial issues that impact the military. And it really started because I saw some of those issues during deployment, especially at Fort Campbell when my husband commanded the 101st Airborne Division, and the entire division of 18,000 plus went to war, pretty much rolled out in about 2 weeks, but the families remained at Fort Campbell. And there were problems, financial problems for those families, and I saw them. So it made me conscious of it, and then realized that I was in a position where I could do something about it. And I started working with local legislators and businessmen and you know, power players, kind of like those of you in the room tonight are doing here in Texas. And that led to a job with the Better Business Bureau, which I did for 6 years, running their national military program. And learning more about the issues. The BBB gets about 55,000 military complaints a year, so it really was an education for me on, frankly, what the rip-offs can be. And then I went to give advice to Professor Elizabeth Warren, who was setting up the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. I had no idea I was actually in a job interview when she offered me the opportunity to head up this office. I just could not pass it up because it was an agency that was going to have the power to do something about the bad financial practices, all the way up to and including enforcement. So I said yes back last January, January of 11, and here I am today. Been to about 27 bases since that day in January, and have talked to a lot of great Americans who wear the uniform, and many of those who wore the uniform and are retired or, you know, got out as veterans. And it's my honor to serve them and their families as well. So with that, I really don't have any more formal words for you tonight. I'm just very happy to join all of you for a nice relaxed dinner, and I hope we have a chance to just sort of mingle around. If there's any questions you have right now that you'd like to ask me before we all start noshing, feel free. This is a moment you can do that. Or you can ask me later, come up to the table, say hi, and we can chat there. Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm Commissioner Moore, and this is our county judge, Clay Jenkins, and we just want to welcome you to Dallas. We've heard so much about your wonderful husband, and he's just a hero to so many Americans, and appreciate you getting into this. I also want you to know that I read a very insightful article, I think it might have been in the Ray magazine.
Oh yeah, that was, well, I was told the DVV, I think there was a parade story a while ago. How long ago? A while back?
It was maybe 6 months ago at least, that you talked about the rip-offs outside of the bases that were going on, and how these soldiers were going to be taking advantage of.
Yeah, it's, you know, if you live around the military and you go to the bases, there's always that strip outside the gates that sells just about anything. And usually at a high price and for even higher financing. One that was new to me when I went to Little Creek, Virginia was a place where you could rent rims for your car. Called Rent and Roll. You can even rent tires. Apparently there's a market for that.